I'm going to be doing a quick review of the Recluse pocket holster. As you can see, it looks like an ordinary wallet from this angle. However, if I flip it over, you can see that I am concealing a Taurus TCP in the spare magazine. Now, before I get too far along, I am going to show that the firearm is safe and clear. Nothing in the magazine, and also nothing in this magazine. Now, the reason I found the Recluse holster because I was originally carrying my TCP in a Desante's Superfly. It's a great little holster for the money, very cheap, and it's a little bit bulky, which I dealt with, but my main problem was that it started to curl over here after a few months of carry. As you can see, there's nothing here to stop it from doing that. So after a few months, it started curling, and then it started printing this triangle shape, the classic pistol shape. And I needed to be more discreet. So I started looking online for an option to hide that, and I came across the Recluse. Now what's unique about this is that it is a one-sided holster, and it has this polyurethane trigger block. Now each trigger block is molded to fit whichever trigger guard of the firearm that you purchase this for. It holds the pistol tight against the leather, and it also immobilizes the trigger since it's set inside here. Now, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the trigger block is tapered towards the front for when you're inserting the gun. You put it in and you slide it down. Now the muzzle goes into the muzzle pouch here, and it kind of holds the gun up. What you do is you just push down, and it is in now. It completely seats the trigger inside that block, so there's no way, absolutely no way that I can move that trigger. Now it also holds the firearm secure against the back. I'll show you that. As you can see, I'm not holding the gun at any point, just the holster, and it is holding it in there tight. Now removing it, you have to slide your fingers between the gun and the leather, and what it does is it pops loose from the trigger block, and you simply just slide your hand in and you come out with the gun. What's nice about the trigger block is that when it pops loose, there is no way that your finger can get inside that trigger block, inside the trigger guard from the other side. The block is in your way, so it forces your fingers to go on either side, so you get a proper grip every time your finger along the slide, every time you pull it. I'm now going to show you what it looks like to draw from the pocket using the Recluse. Now, I have this square model, which I usually carry in my front pocket. As you can see, if it prints at all, it just looks like a wallet. Basically, it disappears whenever I put it in my pocket. But it sometimes does print like that. But there's no way that you can tell that that's a firearm at all. It looks like I just have like a phone or a wallet in my pocket. Now, since this is the square model, I can also use it in my back pocket. But I do not carry in the back pocket, so I'm not even going to pretend like I can draw from that. So, now with it in my front pocket, I'm going to show you how to draw. It's very instinctive. Just like I was showing you earlier, you just slide your finger in between, pops the gun loose, and you slide your fingers in. It's much easier when it's in your pocket, because your pocket holds everything in place. It's hard to do it out here. But every time, holster stays in the pocket, gun comes out, and your fingers along the slide. Every time. Now, as I said earlier, I have the Recluse Plus model. This allows a spare magazine to be carried right there. So now I have my TCP and the spare magazine in one nice little pouch. They do have a few different models and options. I have the black leather option. They also have a horsehide option in either the tan or black, and they also have a Kydex version. This is the Plus model. They have the Solo model, which does not have the spot for the magazine. This is flat, and it doesn't have this ridge here. it is also flat. So that would be the Plus or the Solo model, like that. And they also have a front pocket model, which comes up from the muzzle pouch here. It comes up at an angle and it curves like that, so it fits in your front pocket a little bit better. And again, this is the Recluse pocket holster.